Okay, next up is one of the toughest parts of the train to make. It's the wheel. The wheel is a whole bunch of concentric circles, and this is my second time through because I'm learning a little bit about Onshape and building this little standoff that you hook the linkage arm up to is being a little difficult. But you know what? We never give up. This is DTEP for crying out loud. So let's go ahead and put a sketch right on your front face. Bam. Now we're sketching on the front face. First thing we're going to do is make a circle and extrude that out. And it's not that big. The dimension of this circle is 1 inch times 2. I'm going to do it like that. The quantity 1 times 2 plus, not equals, plus the quantity 0.125. That's this radius right here. So I've got the radius here and the radius here. I'm just like adding them all up. 0.125 times 2. Look at that, folks. Shwabam. And now you have a 2.25 inch circle. We're going to go ahead and finish this and extrude it. The thickness, the overall thickness is 1/4 of an inch, 0.25. Bam. Great. Now we've got a disc, or not. Let's extrude it again. 0.125 inches. Or no, 0.25, I'm sorry. 1/4 of an inch. There you go. Now you got a nice disc that's just the right size. Now, before I had cut into here and made the hole and yada yada, and I had a really hard time making this standoff part. I'll just keep going. Alright, we're going to put a sketch right on this face. Boom. We're going to add a point right in the center, and that is simply to drill a hole right in the center. The diameter of this hole is here. If you follow this leader line up, it's 0.28 inches, and there you have it, folks. 0.28 inches. Great. You're like, dude, you are on fire today, Sea Dog. Back, right, left, front. Okay, front. We want the front side. Next thing we're going to do is put a sketch on here and do 2 concentric circles. Center point circles. So we'll do one there and we'll drag another one out. Bam. And we got a dimension. Oh, we don't want to, we got to get back in there and dimension those circles, right? So the little one has a dimension of 0.25 times 2. So that would be 0.5. And the big one is this right here, 0.75 times 2, so 1.5. And you're welcome to put those in as formulas if you so desire. Now we're going to go ahead and finish the sketch, and we're going to remove half of the material. So we're going to click on the donut. You can look at it from the angle if you want. We're going to remove half of it, so we're going to remove 1/8 of an inch. 1 divided by 8. Shwabam. And check mark. So now we've got the basics. Now this is where I ran into some trouble, and man, I'm not going to get discouraged. I'm going to keep fighting through this. I'm going to put a sketch way out here on the high part of the wheel, and I'm going to make a circle out there somewhere. And what's kind of happening is that, oh, see, it wants to help me lock into the 3 o'clock kind of zone, so that's great. Draw some rando circle. Let's dimension it to the correct size. The correct size of this is up here. It's 0.25 inches, and that moved us right into the wrong spot. How far is that from the center? Right here. These extension lines are leading from the center of there to the center there. It's 0.7 inches. So let's go ahead and dimension center point to locate this little standoff thing, and that puts us overlapping both things, and that's exactly what I want to do. So now you see I'm kind of floating out here in space, and I'm going to extrude that direction and that direction. What? You can do that? Yes, you can. I'm going to extrude that and that. We don't want blind. We want symmetric, right? and then our symmetric value is 0.125. Is that right? And that's going to get us, no, that's not right. I kind of like the 125 on this side, but I wish the other side was 0.25. So, how about we just go ahead and make it symmetric, but we take out that little 1 and we just make it 0.25 and see where we're at. Bam. So now we got this stand thing. It's poking way out here. And how do you like that? Let's go ahead and put a sketch right on the end of this. Yep. And now we're sketching right on the end here. We're going to make another concentric circle. This one is going to lock it in there. The diameter of this circle is 1/8 of an inch. So let's go ahead and dimension that. 0.125, and that gets us just right. And we're going to say, great. We're going to extrude this donut shape down, and we're going to extrude it down 1/8 of an inch. So remove just this. Oh, that's way too far. 0.125. How you looking now? See? That looks great, right? I don't know. Is it great? Is it okay? Is it too much? Is it too little? It doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. So let's maybe make that, let's divide that by 2. So now we're looking real nice. We've got this little chunker sticking out, and then we got this. This looks so good to me, right? Great. Let's go ahead and drill the hole in the very end of this thing, or we can extrude cut a circle if you like, and be done with the little standoff part and get into the more interesting parts of this particular assignment or challenge. This is way over here. It's so small, 0.0625, and then it goes in 1/4 of an inch. I don't think that's right, but we could go ahead and make it 1/4 of an inch, sure. No one's gonna know because it's all CAD. 0.0625, schwabank, and finish that. If you guys haven't worked on your sound effects for when you CAD, you probably want to, work on your sound effects for CADing. Not an inch, but we want it 0.25 is what it said, 0.25. And so now we should have a nice little hole that goes in the end of our little thing that our little hitch linkage arm thing is going to stick to, and we are so close to being done. You wouldn't even believe it. We're going to flip it around to the back, put a sketch right on the back. Bam. Now this is like the cool part to me. We're going to make one of these windows, right? And these windows are a trip, right? They're like an arc on the bottom, an arc on the top, and 2 rays or lines that go up either side. So let's start by making some lines, right? We're going to start at the center. We're going to draw a line out here, right? And then we're going to go back to the center, and we're going to make another line that shoots off the other way like this. Well, bam. And we're like, sweet. And we're going to make some circles, and the circles are going to go in the middle, and they're going to come out like here. Then we'll make another one. It's going to come out to like here, right? And there's our window. Oh, wait, it's way too huge, right? So let's make one more line that goes straight up from the center, right? And we're going to use this line to throw in some degrees, right? So we got 30, 30, 30. So each window is 30 degrees wide. And so half a window, guess how much that is? 30 divided by 2. And you click that line, you click the other line, you come back in the middle. It allows you to put degrees in. 15 degrees, boom. Do the same thing to the other side. 15 degrees, boom. And so now our window's looking pretty good. We've got to dimension this. And where do we find that? Oh, the radius of the inside is 0.37 inches. So we can type in 0.37 times 2 because it's a diameter. Didn't really change a whole lot. And then we'll do the same thing for the other one. That's 0.63 times 2. And if you're having a hard time finding that, well, there's a radius here and there's a radius here. And the leader lines are pointing us to the inside outside of those circles, so, or arcs in this case. Now, is there a trim tool? I don't know. Trim, trim, trim. Oh, trim. If you want to, you can get in there and you can just trim out all this other stuff because it's confusing and it's gnarly. And trim tool is power, right? You want to trim out all these segments that you're not going to use and just leave yourself this funky little window. Great. We're going to remove the window. Get it out of there. Remove the window. Remove it. Remove the whole thing. Through all. Bam. Great. Now we've got one window. Awesome. Awesome. Awesomer. Awesomest. Most awesome. We're going to make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 windows. And that's the circular patterning tool. Where's that hiding? No. No. Yes. Circular pattern. We want a circular pattern this feature, right? So we can, these pop-up windows, they jump right up where you need to click. That's so annoying. We want a circular pattern extrude number 7, and that selects it. And then, wow, it got me editing. Okay, so I definitely don't want to do that. Entities to pattern. Well, I want a circular pattern that, right? The axis of the pattern is any one of these circles, right? And now it's given me 4, and it's giving me 4 of those standoffs, so I definitely don't want to do that. So let's try again, homie. All right, circular pattern. Just this. That's all I want, a circular pattern, right? And, oh, that's because it's saying, part. We just want the feature pattern. We just want to pattern this one feature. How do we pattern just the feature? Maybe we can click it over here. Oh, is it selected? It is. So change it to feature pattern. You can select extrude over here, and then how many do we want? 6. And equal spacing, yada yada yada. Did that do anything? It didn't do anything. Let's try again. Circular pattern. The axis is this. And how come it's not giving me? What does it do? Nothing. The frustration mounts. Mr. Cinnaboni's brain is about to explode. All right, let's kill this circular pattern and restart circular patterning. Boom. Part pattern. We don't want part. We want feature pattern. What feature do we want? We want this nice little feature that we made, this extrusion, right? So I selected extrusion over there. And then the axis is what? Any one of these circles should do it, right? Oh, now it wants to work. What's the difference? Nobody knows. 6 of them. Let's go. There, now we got 6 of them. What did I do to make it change? I don't know, but you guys saw that because it's on the video. I never gave up. I never gave up. Just kept going, kept trying. Last thing to do is to activate your fillet, and we want to put a fillet that is well, it looks like these ones on the very outside are 0.125, and then these other ones, that TYP means typical, all the other things are going to be 0.063. So let's start with the big fillet, and then we'll work our way to the small fillet. We said it was 0.125 inches, 0.125, and then what do we want to fillet? We want to fillet that, and we want to fillet that. And I think that's it for the big fillets. So now we got that nice rounded edge there. We're going to activate fillet again. We're going to switch it to what was it? 0.063? Yeah, 0.063. And then start getting this, and this, and this, and that. What happens then? How come this one doesn't want to do it? I don't know. All right, like we said, we never give up. Let's edit it, and maybe let's just delete that one. What's happening now? Let's delete that one. What's happening now? All right, so we got a couple of them, but we still need like this one in here and this one in here, and those are both inside fillets, and they are 0.063, so not 0.2, 0.063. Is it going to let it do us now? It's going to do it. There you have it, folks. You got that nice rounded flow. Oh my goodness, you made yourself a wheel. And you only have to make it once because we're going to use the same wheel for all 4 wheels on the train. Have a nice day.